No, leave it. Leave it. I know, it's so exciting. I know. Mango. Sit. 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 Lay down. Down. Good boy. That's a good boy. Everybody, yes, today we're going to be showing you my awesome hobbies, starting with I know. No, not mommy's cup stacking. Good boy. No magic today. Today we're going to be cup stacking. Did you get my cup? Okay. He did not get the cup. Today we're going to be professionally cup stacking. Well, that's the first thing we're going to be doing. This is a professional, what is it called? The World Sports Stacking Association stack mat. Okay, this is the only cups and stacks approved by the World Speed Stacking Association. Hold on, I have to turn it on now. Damn it. Okay, I'll try again. I think you're supposed to start with them like this. I think I got it. Damn it. I mean, come on, that was good. That was 31.938. And you know what? 31.98 is a good start because it gives us a lot of room to improve. Okay, Minky, you can't eat the cups, baby. You can't eat the cups. Okay. I suppose that we can do it. I can't. Okay. I'll try again. We're gonna try to aim for a little bit faster this time. Okay. All right. That's enough. Easy on the cup stacking, sir. Easy on the. Hey! This is the only mat approved by the World Sports Speed Stacking Association. Are you biting me? Fuck, naughty dog. You naughty dog. You're so cute. Okay. All right. Mommy's trying to speed stack. Okay. All right, I'm ready. I probably should have. Oh, I forgot to do the fucking hand warm ups again. Okay, 3, 6, 3, 6, 6, and 1, 10, 1. I should probably watch videos on this, but I feel like I should just raw dog it and go from there. Maybe the reason why the world record is 7 seconds is because nobody's tried my technique yet. Mango, you're gonna slow me down. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, hold on, somebody's trying to. Okay, thank you. I'm done. Mango, sit. Now while mommy's speed stacking. Down. Okay. Mommy's gonna speed stack. Stay. Okay. Hold on. There's an aerodynamic issue with my World Sports Stacking Association official approved. I can't. Fuck. I just feel like I can't allow for aerodynamic issues. All right, I'm ready. It's all about the 6 stack. I got the aerodynamic cups and everything. I just can't let the pressure of the timer get to me. I can do it. Okay, I got this. Don't even focus on the time, just focus on the get into the rhythm of the stack. Focus on the stack. I can do it. I sped up by 7 seconds, 27.91. No, I'm getting a new world record, that's for sure. Like, you don't understand. I don't have nothing but time on my hands, but I will find the time. I'm gonna go again. We're gonna aim for below 25. I know that's a big stretch for me as a beginner. No, stay right there. Do not fuck with the stack. Don't fuck with the stack. That's where I draw the line. Don't fuck with the stack. I'm back at it. Stack. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. One more try. One more try. I had a fumble. Get away from the stack. What did I say? This is not the time. Don't fuck with the stack. You're gonna fuck with my times. Do you think that at the World Sports Stacking Association competitions, they have dogs all up on the stack? No, they don't. No, they don't. Okay, this is a mommy only activity. Sorry about that. He's got to get into zone. Take a breath. You're right. The year is 2008. We're in the 3rd grade. We're learning how to cup stack. Jump rope for heart was a week ago. I ate Cheerios for breakfast. I'm into zone. 3 times 3 equals 9. Whatever else 3rd graders are doing, I got this. Shit. Shit. I'll try again. I'll try again. I know, buddy. I know you want to get in on the stack. I'll get you your own, I promise. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. Back in the stack. Back in the stack. There's other hobbies I have to show you, but this one's probably the one I've worked on the least. So it's great that we're starting here because it'll give you a I'm gonna have to watch some video tutorials or something because Okay, 25.41. I'm happy with that. We can move on. We can move on from the speed stacking. I think I did a good job. I made great progress. We're gonna try and get below the 20s in this next 7-day period, but before then, I think that we're good with like speed stacking for now. We're good with speed stacking. I know. You're gonna tell me I know it was really good. I know that was really good. Next, we'll move on to, I'll show you how to make my cutesy tootsie. I got these leaves myself. Show you how to make a rose out of maple leaves. We're on to the next activity. No, we're not gonna play beer pong. Are you crazy? That was not, someone just said that was not impressive. Okay, fuck you. Fuck you. Ugh. For this activity, you're gonna need some maple leaves. The whittling starts when I'm good and ready. Some maple leaves and one singular piece of twine. World record is 4.8 seconds. You're so close. I'm getting closer by the second, babe. I'm getting closer by the second. Okay. You take the maple leaf, you fold it in half. And then you roll it up like so. Okay, and see, now we're beginning, hi baby, to have a rose. Take the next one, and you roll it around. Edgar, you're messing up my rose. Okay, now he's trying to play with the stem. He's trying to play with the stem. You roll it around. The first leaf. And then you just keep on doing that. Hold on, itty bitty boo boo bear. Ugh. This is great for your wives or your hubbies. I personally like to make them for everybody. But someday I will make it for my wife and children. They'll love it. Oh, see, we're kind of getting somewhere. And see, this is where we start to get the smaller maple leaves. See how it doesn't wrap all the way around, but you can fold it back a little bit. Oh, no, we didn't give up. We're just moving on. This is a hobby showcase, not a hobby perfection stream, okay? Yes. Aww. Fold it back a little bit. We have a little, ooh, cute. And then this is where the twine comes in. I like to pinch the base, okay? And we get the twine. Stop that. Stop that. You're messing with my hobby showcase. Okay, all right, we are moving around in ways that I don't find to be appropriate. Savey wavy and Eddie Betty Boo Boo Bear. Anyways, twine. And there you have it. A little rose out of maple leaves. That was hobby number 2. Now you're not gonna see the twine because you're gonna make a bundle. You're gonna make a bundle of them, a bouquet. Put them all together, put them in a little vase. This would make a great gift for my wife's boyfriend. Good idea. Good idea. I like to put them. Oh, Mangy, I'm sorry, you can come. Yes, Leafy Fall. This is a fall rose toy. Autumnal rose toy. That was activity number 2. Now we're moving on to activity number 3. And that would be origami. I'll show you my origami. Here is my origami box. Let me see. I want to find one that I like. I love so many of my origami papers. They're all just so cute. Oh, this one's pretty. We're gonna make. You never know what's happening in people's homes. I'm doing origami. I'm doing origami. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you how I perfected the paper crane. I have perfected the paper crane, everybody. This is. Although I do think I should have folded it the other way first, but it really doesn't matter that much. I mean, it does to, I'm sure, to the origami masters of the world, but that's not me. I also have those little folding bones, paper folding bones. That's how into origami I am. Wait. Wait. Perfect. Now, you fold up from the bottom like this. A mountain fold versus a valley fold. Don't ask me the difference, I'm not there yet. But I can tell you what the little symbols mean in the tutorials. They say valley fold this way, mountain fold this way. I've got a book of origami coming, but like to teach you, and it's from the origami master, they say. But it'll take a few weeks to get here. Okay, and then you fold this thing down. This isn't a tutorial, because I'm not really, I feel like you shouldn't learn origami from me. But I do know that, hold on. This. I had a dream where I made origami flowers for somebody and it just inspired me. So I was like, I'm gonna learn origami. But I tried to go straight for the flowers and you can't do that. You really gotta start from square one with the origami. You gotta start from square one, and that meant making origami paper cranes and origami shit I did not wanna make, like this box. Dreaming of making good origami, yeah, no, I'm telling you, came to me in a dream. Someday I'm gonna romance the world with my origami. It's also great finger and hand strengthening exercises. You know, the precise folds are a beautiful way to strengthen those muscles. Okay, hold on. I'm getting there. Okay, this is called a bird base. I suppose you use it for any kinds of bird. And then fold up the bottom again. Wait, this one's gonna be so pretty. This is such a pretty origami paper. Aw. I might keep this paper crane. The rest of them I just kind of undo and recycle. Because like, how many paper cranes do I really need? Or I use them for my crafts because I do a lot of multimedia stuff. Okay, and then go like this. And then fold up like so. Don't worry, we're almost there. How much for one? I don't sell my origami. Okay, this is a trade. This is just for trade. Then you fold in half again, like this. Now this is where the crane comes in. A little wing there, and a little wing there. And a little head, little paper crane head. Boom. The origami crane, as performed by me. Isn't that beautiful? That's really beautiful. One more time. No, we have another hobby to do. And this one I've actually never done before. It's my whittling. I've gotten into wood whittling. Well, I'm trying to. So we're gonna try it for the first time. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think we should start simple. Nope, it's a crane. I also made this paper butterfly. Well, I made a bunch of them. This one's my favorite though. My little butterfly. I don't know. I've gotten a lot of origami paper from all kinds of things over the years. I didn't buy any, except I did buy like a little tiny one, but the tiny ones that I bought are just for like, they're just colorful, like they're just multicolored. Okay, now I've got these whittling gloves, but they're way too big, as you can see. There's just too much room there. I just don't feel like I'm gonna be able to get where I want to get with that. So I am instead going to opt for this. I bought this at the store. It's like a little whittling place. It's called Cut Proof Tape. He said I should put it on my thumbs, but I'm also just going to be really careful. I need some scissors. Hi, Peggy. I'm gonna need more of this though. He just gave me he put his butthole in the camera. He's so cute. He's so cute. Okay, I think I got this. I told my dad I was gonna be freeballing the whittling. I was like, I need some cut-proof gloves, but it's kind of a man's hobby. Like, there's not a whole lot of women in whittling. So, like, when you go to buy, like, special whittling things, they're typically made for man's hands. And I don't have short thumbs or short fingers. I just have very skinny fingers. I have little tiny skinny fingers. I have piano playing. Get out of the way. I got some basswood base or basswood. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called basswood. Can't remember what the guy called it. He also gave me these, which I believe are for sharpening the knives, but I don't think I need that because they should be pretty sharp, shouldn't they? No, this is basswood. I've also got this pre-made spoon. All I have to do is whittle it, but I'm not gonna go for that. I think I'm gonna go for this, and I'm gonna try and go for something. Can we whittle already? Your impatience is not appreciated. Your impatience is not appreciated. Oh right. And he gave me this pamphlet. Let's check it out. Okay, it tells me what the different knives are. A hook knife for scooping concave shapes, for roughing or removing small areas of wood. Do not force the blade through a thick wood. Carve shallow layers repeatedly. I do know that. Step 1, use the whittling knife to remove excess wood. Okay, see, we got this. We got this. We've got this. Okay, whittle. I'm gonna whittle. I'm gonna whittle a heart. I feel like that's an easy start. All right. All right. Oh, here, why don't you chew on your wood? You can whittle your wood while I whittle mine. Hold on, let me turn the light on so I can see. And I also need a bowl. I reckon I don't think it would be a good idea for me to just whittle onto my... No, don't you put your mouth on those knives, Mr. Mango. Mommy can't afford it after what you've done with me. Okay. And I think, oh right, we need some folk tunes in the background. Because how can you, oh right, wrong password, that's for my big computer. We need some, don't get your mouth off of them. Get your mouth off.
One, two.
Perfect. That'll do. Okay. Well, which one is the whittling knife? Right. That would be this one. And I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to draw the heart on there. So, just hold. Please stay focused when handling sharp. I know I will. I will. Okay, step one. Push cut is hold the wood with one hand and grip the knife with the other. Wait, away from the body, always. Yo, we're whittling! They said if you're feeling resistance, you're going against the grain. Yeah, that's better. Yo! We're whittling! Track the path's blade. Wood density varies, so adjust the pressure to prevent slips. Okay, the bowl is really not helping. Avoid thigh carving, work on a bench or table. Anchor your grip. I'm feeling resistance. Oh, there's probably going to be multiple parts, and I think some of it will probably happen by my lonesome. I don't think I'm doing a good job. I can do it though. Man, this feels like, okay, let me see what other knives we got. Whittling knife, geometric knife, detail. Oh, this is a detail knife. I'm using a detail knife when I should be using the whittling knife. Where did I put the cover to the whittling knife though? There it is. Oh, this is the detail knife. See, that's the problem. I wasn't paying enough attention. I'm new here. Don't worry. I'll be getting into whittling. Okay, this is the... Ooh. Okay. This is the whittling knife. That is a bit more effective, but it's definitely bigger, so be careful. Be very careful. I feel like I should have wrapped all my fingers. I am being careful. Don't worry. Just gotta remove all the excess wood. Well, I'll be. Mango. Mango. No. Off. Sit. Sit. Okay, that's fine. This is kind of nice. So good already. Thank you. Well, you know, I just feel like when in Appalachia, do as the Appalachians do. I've been here for 8 years now. It's time to... I know, baby. Yup, the music is helping. Like, I feel like I would be doing a pretty shit job if I didn't have this music on. I just wonder when it's gonna start to look like a heart. I guess, you know, little by little, they say to carve it little by little, so it's gonna be it doesn't have to be a quick process. Wait, my whittling is getting kind of good. I'm like getting kind of smooth with it too. Aww. And after I make the heart, I can like wood burn into it. That's gonna be so cute. Wait. I'm gonna order some cut-proof gloves, don't worry, in my size. But until then, it's I think maybe this is like whittling an issue. I'm like flinging wood everywhere. When's the butter making? Oh, we're not doing all that. Wait. This is so cute. I really want to whittle a bunny. That would be my dream. I said, "Sir, do you have any tips for whittling?" And he goes, "Go from the heart." Go from the heart. Well, he had an Appalachian accent. Hold on. Go from the heart. He's been doing it for 25 years, he said. And his whole shop was just filled with whittles. He's a really talented whittler too. No, I'm telling you, shouldn't your other finger have protection? I was thinking the same thing. He told me my thumbs. I feel like this one doesn't need to be protected though, so maybe we can unprotect it and protect my other one instead. Yeah. See, I'm feeling resistance again. He said if you feel resistance, you're not going with the grain. I don't think I realized how time consuming this would be. I think I need to go outside. next time I whittle. I don't think this is an indoor activity. I just feel like it takes away from the vibe. It's just so much resistance. What's going on here? There we go. Wait, it's coming together. Practice on bars of soap. I don't think I want to do all that. Not in this economy. I think I'm just gonna go straight for the big guns. Okay, that's not looking good. Let me see. Paring cut. Hold the wood with one hand and grip the knife with the other. So I'm actually supposed to go like this. But why is it towards me? I think it's supposed to... I don't think I like that. I think I'm gonna, if that's the way you're supposed to do a paring cut, and I can tell that it probably is because it feels a lot easier, I am going to protect my hands, even if it gives me a little bit less mobility. I told myself I would not get hurt doing this. These are level 5 cut-proof gloves, but the only size he had was extra large. I don't have extra large. What neurological thing do you... None. Well, none that you need to know about. What if it shoots me in the eyes? Eye protection. I do feel safer already. This is definitely gonna give me arthritis. Okay. Wait, I'm kind of like Michelangelo though, because he was, you know, this is like sculpting. We have to discuss something crazy that happened the other day. So I was minding my own business, you know, and minding my business. Literally, I was minding my business while minding my business. And it was about 11 o'clock in the morning on, I think it was Friday. And this person has reached out on, I think they reached out on Thursday, and they were like, hey, I ordered from you a while ago and I never got the video. And I was like, oh, that's weird because I send them all out. So let me look for it and see what happened. And I looked, you know, lo and behold, I had sent the video. And I was like, okay, here's the video. And this person was like, well, it doesn't even matter because that person and I aren't even friends anymore. And I was like, okay, would you like me to make you a new video? I hear you, that's a little bit frustrating. even though I don't know them that, because I could prove at the time that I had sent them the video when I sent them the video. I just maybe ended up in their spam and they never reached out about it, which is not my problem. And then they said no, I wanted a refund, and I was like, well, the refund window is 3 months in. And they said, well, maybe if you would send me the video on time, and that's when I sent them the timestamp that I had sent them the video on time. And then they were like, well, you can't even help me because the stupid refund window, so I don't know why you're talking to me. And I was like, well, Etsy has a policy that I am meant to respond to messages, so if you message me with an order concern, I have to respond to it to stay in good standing. And then they were like, well, and I was like, well, even if you did reach out within the 3-month window, I would have sent you the video again and there would be no refund. So it really doesn't matter. This is all ridiculous. I mean, obviously I was much nicer than that, but it's the most ridiculous thing that's happened to me in a long time. I was like, you are just, and they were yelling at me too, like full on curse words. I mean, and I was nothing but nice because I don't have a reason to be mean. It's not bothering me. And they were like, they literally said, stop fucking talking to me. I was like, you're messaging me on my website, and it is Etsy's policy that I am to respond. So I'm gonna need you to take responsibility over your own emotions. It's just ridiculous. Craziest thing that's ever happened. Yeah, I think that they just had something else going on, and I just happened to be in the way. I didn't take offense to it. I'm not mad at them. I forgave them immediately. It was just a little bit frustrating to have to stop what I was doing to get yelled at by a young person. And I think that it's really important in all scenarios to pretty much, and like, there's obviously limits to this, but you should assume good intent, right? Like, you should assume that generally speaking, people are not trying to hurt you, because if you live your life going through the world believing that everyone's trying to hurt you, you're not going to be a happy camper. You're gonna get hurt is what's gonna happen. Your feelings are gonna get hurt over and over and over again, even when they don't have to be. Generally, people do not want to hurt your feelings. It's usually an accident. And they don't want to hurt you. And I'm not trying to scam you. Why would I do that? I mean, I can see that being a little bit more discretionable, but I'm not the kind of person. I think that you should just assume good intent until proven otherwise. Ooh, I'm gonna fling this on my eyes. I am doing so good. I'm doing really good. For my first whittle, I'm gonna whittle my mom something. My parents, they haven't heard much from me except my origami. I showed my parents my first origami, and they said it was really bad. I appreciate the honesty, but they're very supportive of everything I do. So, like, see how it's kind of taken shape? Oh, maybe you can't. My dear friend Lewis, he got robbed last night. If everyone could please be respectful towards him. Somebody asked to borrow his phone and then ran off with it. And he chased them in his little flip-flops. And he got his phone back, but he fell down 2 flights of stairs chasing them in his flip-flops. And I asked him if he wants to see my origami, and he didn't respond for a long time, which I really don't care, but he eventually did, and he said, sorry, I was getting robbed. Yes, I do. And I was like, are you gonna tell me about you getting robbed, or are we just gonna skip right to the origami? Obviously, I skipped right to the origami. But I did ask him about the robbery, because I care. But he said it so casually, and then he sent me a picture of his, well, the thief sent me a picture of his mom, of Lewis's mom. I've been staying really on top of the accounting stuff though. I normally, I don't put it off on purpose. It's just one of those things that's like, it's so frustrating that sometimes my brain is like, I don't want to deal with this. And so I'll put it off, and then she gets frustrated with me, obviously. But I've been doing a really good job of staying on top of it. Like I went today to go pick up what she asked me to pick up, and I'm gonna go mail it tomorrow on time. So I don't have to be her headache anymore. Because that's just dumb. I don't know why I was doing that. It was just, you know, sometimes it's just like the last thing I want to deal with. And the lady at the front desk is so weird, so I really don't like going. I don't really like going. Wait, I'm kind of a good whittler. I think I'm gonna be a fabulous whittler. Someday. Maybe not today though. I'm excited for when it starts to look more like what it's supposed to. But isn't it supposed to be kind of round? I don't want it to be like a big square. I want it to be like, I want it to be kind of cute. Wait. Okay, we'll just start by carving out the shape and then we'll go from there. We're getting somewhere with the shape though. Oh no! That's not very hardy. Maybe I should practice on soap. If I practice on soap though, can I melt the soap back into a bar and still use it? I don't want to be wasteful. I'm sure I could. But what about lye? I don't want to get lye poisoning or whatever. If I melt it. I don't know anything about melting soap or chemicals like that. I also have to ask myself how into this hobby I want to get. Because he gave me most of this stuff for free. He was just so excited that somebody wanted to get into whittling. He doesn't sell whittling stuff. He just had some extra whittling things that he was like, yo, you want to get into whittling? I'm down. I obviously I gave him a little tip for his time. Well, a nice tip. It was, you know, obviously very kind. I also bought some of his whittling. But he was so sweet. He was the sweetest little guy. He didn't say yo. He has a really thick Appalachian accent. It was about 40 minutes from here. He was like, you want to whittle? I tell you, you're gonna want to get into this and that. You know, you're never seen a young person want to get into whittling in this day and age. I ain't seen nobody but below the age of 35. He said it was a family thing for us. We got my son whittles, my grandson whittles, but they're all in their 40s now. I said, thank you, sir. Yes, of course I want to get into whittling. I didn't want to just like buy a whittling thing, so I asked him. I wanted to take it from the Appalachians themselves, but he wasn't really helpful. He like kind of showed me a little bit, but it wasn't hands-on like I need, so obviously I'm still struggling. We'll get into it. I'll have to go, maybe I'll visit him again, show him my first whittle and ask him for tips. He'll probably be ashamed. Okay, now we gotta try and get like the curve there. I'm pretty sure there's a special knife for whittling. Hook knife for scooping concave shapes. Oblique knife for picking fine. Yep, that's perfect. Oblique knife. Oblique knife is. No, this is the semicircle chisel. He said, be careful now. There it is. Oblique knife for carving. I don't really know how to use this. Wait, we're getting somewhere. Wait. Okay, this can't go on past 2 p.m. because I told myself I would start doing some other stuff around 2. Today I don't have much to do, but I do have enough to do that it's important that I get to it. Hi, Lazy. Welcome in. We're whittling today. I feel like I want to smooth it out up here. It is looking rough. I feel like I need something to practice making 3D shapes on, because that's something that I don't think I know how to do. This is supposed to be for like taking like big chunks of wood out, but I don't think I'm doing that. It's really little by little, isn't it? But that, you know, that's life, isn't it? Maybe there's a lesson in whittling. Maybe there's something to be learned in whittling. Aww, I could make my children wooden whittled dolls and then I could paint them. Aww. I could make whittled keychains for my mom. She would love it. My mom loved my magic. She messaged me unprompted. I didn't even tell her I was getting into it. She said, I loved your magic show. And I said, aww. Thank you, Mom. Ugh. Okay, I'm not going with the grain. I think I'm... Okay, ever since that guy, like, busted a tire outside of my apartment and it shook the whole building, every time I hear a loud truck outside, I think that they're gonna run into the building like 9/11. Like on purpose. No, I told myself that I would take up more hobbies because I've been filling up my time with people, and I'm not really that kind of person. I really am not. I'm not somebody who's fun. I think that if you can't spend time with yourself, like if you are deeply uncomfortable spending time alone, you're not gonna be able to have a fulfilling relationship with anybody, friends or romantic, because you have to be comfortable with yourself to be able to be fully comfortable with somebody else, I think. And I am comfortable with myself, but I feel like I've been doing it on purpose, like spending a lot of time with other people. And it's also like not fun for me, you know? I don't really enjoy doing that, so I'm trying to get away from that. Not like friendships in general. I'm still gonna see my friends. I'm just not gonna spend as much time with them, and I'm not gonna do it for the purpose of avoiding spending time with myself. Because that's stupid. I would rather be sad by myself and like move through that sadness than feel nothing with other people and then repress it. That's not good. That's gnarly. That's a bad thing to do. And we're not there. We're past that point. I'm not 19 anymore. I can't move like that. That's gross. Oh, Shaylee, I lost your piece of wood, and so I forgot about it. But don't you worry, I found it last night when I was cleaning my office. And so it is like literally the first thing I'm doing today when I get in there. So I'm gonna finish your damn piece, and I'm gonna make you something else because you've been so patient. You don't even bother me. That's the thing about you, is I would have probably found it sooner if you ever bothered me, but you don't. You're just like, okay, it's been 2 months. I don't give a fuck. No update in a month? Okay, whatever. Probably, I'm sure you forget too, but still. I just feel like that's really sweet. So I'm gonna reward that with a little bit more effort. What are the kitties doing? They're sleeping, just like everybody else. Okay, come on now. Oh, you're welcome. No, I appreciate you. You're very kind. You're so thoughtful. It's been a crazy couple of months, and I have been trying to... I'm actually really close to reaching a point of like being back on track, which I did not think I would get there, but I've been like really determined. and I've been really focused, and it's come at a price, but I think that it's worth it. Wait, I can see, like, can you see it? It's like kind of hardy down there. It's looking like a heart. This is so cute. They have like suggested crafts that you can make. He gave me like this little pamphlet, and it has a couple suggested crafts. And obviously, like, it's like a spoon and a bunny, which I feel like are both pretty easy in theory. But then like there's like a random one that's like a full-on gnome, and it's so detailed. No, Mango, that's not safe. No, not safe. It's like, it's supposed to be all beginner friendly, but it's, I don't think that the gnome is beginner friendly, personally. I also got invited by a friend. I have this interior designer friend, her name is Anya. And we've been friends for a few years, but we recently reconnected. I kind of disconnected from her when I was going through some stuff a few years ago. We recently reconnected about 6 months ago. And we've been seeing each other and hanging out every now and again. And one thing I always forget about her is that she is very, like, type A. And she's also very good at budgeting in a way that I don't understand, because she makes she makes like a normal amount of money, but she will afford very extravagant things, and it's not without, like, it's not like she's okay. Oh no. She's not using credit or anything like that, or loans. But she will just be able to afford, like, she'll go to Italy, she'll go to things like that. And I'm like, how are you? I don't ask her how, but I do wonder sometimes how on earth she does it. And she invited me to go stay the night in Versailles at the palace. I was like, excuse me? Like, free of charge. I was like, obviously I turned it down. I was like, first off, I don't have my passport yet. I've been working on that. I almost have it. I just have to finish that. But I was like, good grief. I have to take Mingo with me, and so I don't want to take him on his. He's only been on one flight, or two, actually two, but one of them was really short, and it was just him, like, literally practicing going on a flight. I don't want to take him on a really long flight like that until he's ready. I'm not a big traveler, so I'm not sure this is looking very hardy anymore. I think I need to sharpen the tip. This might just be like a practice that maybe doesn't turn out very good, and that's okay. I had an ex a few years ago who would never try anything that they weren't good at, and it used to drive me crazy, because it's like, yo, you, like, it doesn't not, who cares? Who cares? Literally, who cares if it turns out bad? Just try again or laugh at it. But I get it. Some people really struggle with shame and, like, self-worth. But I just can't live like that. Like, at least, you know, work through it or something. Good grief. And they would get it's very mentally exhausting, that kind of person. I don't like it. We're on a streak, though. Ever since I think Mingo's surgery was the last of my karma. I really think that maybe, I don't really believe in karma, because I don't really think that's my thing to believe in. I also don't really know what it means, but I decided that somehow, some way, I did attract some bad karma. and I had a lot of it. What all starts this time last year, Hurricane Helene destroyed my town, and then after that, Sable got an abscess in her mouth. And well, actually, it started before that because it was Mango's first birthday. He had to get neutered. I waited until he was 1 to get him neutered. I don't remember why. I think it was like for health reasons, just so he could be like fully, as you know, a little bit more developed as a dog. But also him not being neutered takes away some opportunities for him. So it was like, okay, the balance is going to be, I'll do it when he's 1. So I did it when he was 1, and then he got a hernia or something like that. It was like a hematoma, whatever it is where the sac fills up. And it was disgusting. The most miserable week of my life trying to manage that. And then a month later, Helene hits. No, I get cut off from like everything in an instant. I can't do my work. I can't even contact people at, you know, the customers that I have to be like, yo, I can't even, I can't make this right now. I physically have no power. The mail trucks can't even get up here. And if they start reporting the orders at a high enough rate, my business is gone. So I could have lost that, and it was really stressful. And also I couldn't contact anybody, I couldn't contact my family, but that's besides the point. Then after that, Sable gets an abscess in her mouth, and she has to get some teeth removed. That wasn't that big of a deal. She recovered really well. But then after that, Edgar had to get some teeth removed because I was like, oh, okay, so I didn't know that you had to brush your cat's teeth. That's news to me. You know, you live and you learn. And I obviously, if one of my cats needs to have her teeth removed, and I learned about that, the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that my other cat is taken care of. So I take Edgar to go in. He gets his teeth removed, but for some reason he gets a super rare complication, and he gets an eye infection, and then he gets a super rare complication on that eye infection and ends up losing his eyeball. All the while Mango is at training, service training, for 8 weeks. He comes home, his brother doesn't have an eyeball anymore. Anyways, and then everything was fine for a little while, you know, nothing big. And then after that, I go through the most devastating breakup of my life, which is kind of crazy. Actually, yeah, I would say it's pretty devastating. And then after that, my dog needs 2 surgeries. And he almost dies. But I think that was like it. I think that was it. Now I think I'm good. The universe was just trying to put me back on track to whittling instead. They were like, it was like, yo, you're spending way too much time on anything but whittling. Get into whittling and we'll leave you alone. The heart is not very hearty, but I think it's gonna be okay. I'm just gonna keep trying, and I'm gonna get a final product, and even if it doesn't look like a heart, I'm just gonna accept it for what it is, and it's gonna be okay. This is kind of a big block to be making a heart out of. I wish I could cut it in half or something. It's kind of hurting my hand. And also, I really gotta get to that crease, otherwise it's not gonna be very heart-shaped. But among all of those bad things, there were so many beautiful moments, and that's what's important. People would always tell me that they feel bad for me, but I'll be honest with you, the entire time that any of that was happening, I didn't feel bad for myself. I didn't feel sad, or I didn't feel devastated about any of it. I know I should have, probably, but I'll be honest, I'm a pretty positive person. I was having a good time. There's so many lovely, I don't have any bad memories from the past year. I wouldn't say any of it's like things that I look back on and I'm like, oh, traumatic. They all brought me closer to where I would like to be, so it's okay. That's really kind of the goal, isn't it? I am well mainlined. I'm whittling these days. Well, today. This is my first time whittling. I was gonna whittle last night, but I got nervous. And I had a lot to do last night. I was really busy. I did so much work. Which I love my job, I really do. I'd die to make art. I love it so much. I love making art that specifically people want. Even if it's something that I don't understand. Most of the time I don't understand it. It just makes me so happy. And I love when they love it. I had this guy though, this happened the same day as that person who was yelling at me. And he was like, I expected it to be wood burned. And he called it Sharpie. He said, I didn't expect it to be Sharpie. All he wanted was the name JJ. And I was more than happy to do it. And so I wrote JJ in block letters. And he was like, I want a refund. I expected this to be wood burned. And it was wood burned. I just added a little bit of color, some silver. I thought it would be fun. And I thought that he knew what he was like looking for. I have examples for a reason. That way nobody can accidentally buy my wood burning and think that it's gonna be like top tier stuff. Now, I think it's top tier, but that's my opinion. I'm just, that's not going to be like something crazy. And I was like, this is what people are usually looking for. I'm so sorry. I could make it more of like a calligraphy. I could do like a better calligraphy for you, a more serious piece. But I mean, and then he was like, I'll just return it. I want a refund. And I said, every piece is unique. I can't resell a piece that says JJ. How many people are there named JJ? I've never met a JJ, so I was like, I gave him a refund anyways. I don't normally do that, and also it wasn't my fault. People are just so cool. Like, I'm not Amazon, okay? Refunds are not, they actually hurt me. They don't, especially if I like I did what I was supposed to do. And then some. I didn't have to color it in. Not that it was a lot of work, but still, I don't understand what the confusion was. JJ, if that's even your name. Doubt it. And he called it, it was not Sharpie. That is a $8 marker. Like the marker, just the marker itself. It wasn't a set of markers. It was one singular chrome marker because I wanted a really chrome, and it was $8. That is an expensive marker. JJ. Sharpie. It's not Sharpie. Sharpie is not that chrome. JJ. More like dum-dum. I don't hold it against him. Usually it stands for John. No, his name was James. But I'm not giving any more information about him. I'm putting the gloves back on. Chill. I am going to take this wrap off though, because I'm going to be honest, my fingers are going numb. I think I made it too tight. Whittling time is almost over, so we might just have to stop the progress pretty soon, but snip some of your hair off. No. I recently had a customer ask for some of my hair on a keychain, and I did it, and I don't want to, and then I accidentally lost the hair because he cut it off in like a little bundle, but sometimes the hair goes everywhere, and that's what happened. I lost track of the bundle and I had to recut more hair, so I'm not in the business to be cutting my hair right now. Although I do want to get a haircut soon. Okay, this isn't looking very hardy. But don't let it, don't get discouraged. You know, it's all part of it. It's all part of the process. If I fling one more piece of wood in my face, I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah, I wasn't in the zone. It looks really bad. I'm gonna redraw the heart on there because I think that maybe chipping away the heart was part of the problem. I need direction. And you know what? These little blocks are so inexpensive. I was gonna buy more, but I was like, let me just use the ones that I have first before I get too into this hobby, because what if I hate it? But if I decide that I want to try again and I don't have any more blocks, I do have another one this size. I can do that. It doesn't have to, it's not the end of the world. Pairing cut. I'm doing the pairing cut like a pro. What music? Oh, this is Appalachian folk music. I just feel like it would help us get into the mood. I agree, it's not my style of music, but it's for the activity, really. I believe it's called bluegrass. Don't quote me on that though. I was gonna wear my overalls for this, but I was like, I don't want to change clothes. I'm not in the mood. Wait, yup, drawing it on there was the right move. Okay. I think I need to cut off the top. Oh, I don't dance. I am a woman of many talents, but that is not one of them. My neighbor put some candy on my doorstep. I haven't touched it yet though. We can open it together. Well, another time though. Could be a while. Wait. You can kind of see that it's turning into a heart. Hell yeah. Yo, whittling might be my calling. But you know what they say in the whittling community, it's not about the end product, it's about the journey. What are we, oh, bluegrass. To get into the whittling mood. Oh, I'm not whittling for a trade. No, this is for me. I'm not going live with you, Deadpool. Yeah, no, you wouldn't understand because you're not in the whittling community, but I am. I'm probably gonna do what I did with the wood burning and accidentally attract like real whittlers who are gonna be like stitching me and like recording me and being like, don't listen to this woman and her awful whittling. She is whittling with a whittle stick 3000, and that is a racist company. And I'm gonna get exiled from the whittling community. Or they're gonna be like, it's so dangerous to whittle with the Whittle Master 3332006 when you should be doing it with the paring knife 9623 from whittlingonmyhighhorse.com. That's what people do with my wood burning. Some real wood burners, every now and again, they'll stitch my wood burning and be like, this is such a joke to the community. You're making a mockery out of... And it's like, no, it's just a different style. Sorry that you can't appreciate it. I'm not taking away your customers. Trust me. The people who are buying my wood burning are not the people who would be buying yours. Believe me. It's not mutually exclusive. We are two very different people. You gotta chill. If your wood burning business is not successful, that is not my fucking problem. Sorry. I've been dealing with that for a long time. They've been harassing me. Okay. Does the whittle community have internet access? I don't know. This guy has a website he directed me to. That's how I found him. And I was like, yo, he's so close. I should have known because I looked up Appalachian wood burning. Not wood burning, whittling. And he ended up being like 30 minutes away. He was like in the middle of nowhere though. Okay, this is where we're gonna have to stop for today because I do need to start working. I told myself I would at 2. But we will get back to whittling. Oh my god, my hands. We'll get back to whittling another time. Not sure when. Don't ask me that. I might do some whittling on my lonesome. You know, just like a little me time whittling. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, successful whittling day for sure. That bowl did nothing. No, look at that. It caught something. Yeah, next time we whittle, we're gonna probably do it at the table, not on my couch. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Stacking. So, good for